Many programs are taught entirely in English. You can even select up to 12 programs in universities. This in particular reduces the risk of putting all your eggs in one basket. Most people don't realize that Turkey opens multiple fully funded opportunities at the same time. And that misunderstanding alone costs many applicants their chance. So if you've been confused about eligibility, benefits, timelines, or how to apply without making costly mistakes, this video right here will walk you through the entire Turkey Government Scholarship 2026 step by step, clearly, calmly, and strategically. Okay. All right, first things first, what exactly is this whole scholarship? The Turkey Government Scholarship is a fully funded government scholarship for international students from all over the world, okay? It supports bachelor's, master's, PhD, and it covers your entire degree in Turkey. Now, this scholarship is highly competitive. Of course, as with many other prestigious scholarships, it is very prestigious and open to applicants from almost every country except Turkish citizens, of course. Now, importantly, this is not a partial grant. It is designed to support you from arrival to graduation, okay? Now, why is this scholarship, why does it matter so much? Personally, many reasons. I like it for many reasons. I personally appreciate it because of how strategic and student-centered it is. For example, many programs are taught entirely in English at respected Turkish universities. So when you're applying, you can see language of instruction clearly for each program. And then you can even select up to 12 programs and universities. This in particular reduces the risk of putting all your eggs in one basket. And also you do not need to apply separately to these universities, okay? And also you don't need the embassy submission, you don't need a third party, you don't need an agent. You can do it all by yourself. The university in turn, after you must have selected all the 12 options that you have in mind, the scholarship itself handles your university placement. For example, you may be placed at METU or Sabancı or other top institutions. This removes a huge layer of stress for applicants. Alright, let's move on to timelines. Here is the Turkey Government Scholarship 2026 timeline. Application opens around January 10th, 2026 and then closes around February 20th, 2026. Yes, that's just about a month. I understand that, which is why preparation really matters. Results are usually announced around June and July, and academic year begins in September 2026. This is a short window scholarship, so preparation cannot be overemphasized. All right, let's look at what the scholarship actually covers. It supports undergraduates, bachelors, masters, like I said before, across almost all fields, including engineering and computer science, medicine and health sciences, businesses and economics, social sciences and humanities, arts and education. In fact, there are over 1,300 programs available and you can explore them directly through the official system. Now, depending on your placement, you may also complete a one-year Turkish language preparation program before your main degree. Okay. All right, let's look at some benefits. Okay, now if you are selected, you will receive full financial coverage, including full tuition fee waiver, monthly stipend. Now, monthly stipends for bachelors is about 4,500 lira, for masters 6,500 lira, for PhDs 9,000 lira, and then you have free accommodation, usually university dormitories, and then you have health insurance and then round-trip flight tickets. You also have 1-year Turkish language course, fully funded, and then you talk about university placement included. This is what fully funded truly means. No stress. All right, let's move on to eligibility and requirement. Here are the core requirements, the things that you should put into consideration. Your nationality, it is open to all nationalities except Turkish citizens. And then you talk about academic requirements. For bachelors, minimum is 70%. Masters and PhD, minimum 75%. Medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, 90%. Age limits for undergraduates is under 21. Masters under 30 and PhD under 35. Research students under 50. Then education status. Final year students graduating before August 2026 are eligible. Now, regarding language requirements, IELTS, TOEFL is helpful but not always mandatory. All scholarship recipients must complete 1 year of Turkish language training and reach C1 level, even if their academic program is in English. This is just to support integration and daily life in Turkey. Alright, about the documents that you require for the scholarship, you typically need passport or national ID, you need recent photograph, you need academic transcripts and certificates, and then you need motivation letter, statement of purpose, recommendation letters, and language certificates, if available or if required of you, and also research proposal. This is for PhD applicants. Now, ensure documents are accurate, complete, and translated where required. All right, let's move on to how to apply. First of all, visit the website on my screen and then create an online account. Select your study level, choose up to 12 programs or universities, upload all required documents. Submit before February 20th, 2026. No application fees, no agents, no third-party submissions. Only you can submit your application. Now, here is how to improve your chances. First of all, the first thing you want to do is to write a focused motivation letter. Be clear about your academic and career goals. Choose programs intentionally. Submit early to avoid portal congestion, around deadline period, Show leadership, consistency, and purpose. Look, this scholarship values clarity and sincerity, not perfection. All right, let me give you a sneak peek into how learning in Turkey feels like, right? Studying in Turkey means cultural depth, global networks, academic growth, personal transformation, and it's not about the degree alone. It's about who you become along the way. All right, here is my faith-rooted encouragement as always. Remember, this journey is not paperwork. The steps of a good person are ordered by the Lord, says the book of Psalms. So prepare diligently, apply wisely, and trust that what is meant for you will open in the right season. That's it pretty much. If this video helped you, like, share, subscribe. I've also created videos on some of those top universities that I'll be releasing soon, so look forward to that. Drop your questions below and I'll be happy to read and respond to them as much as I can. Until next time, stay focused, stay hopeful, one step at a time. Take care. Bye.